hold on. Delilah, I think, wants to get up in bed. She was down playing. Hold on a second. Got all her freaking treats in bed because she likes to snack all day. Come here. No, 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 no. Come on. Come here. Come here, sweet girl. Come on. I'm going to get back up there, and I'm not going to let you back up. Hi. Hi, sweet pea. How are you? Come on. No, no. No, no. Okay, then bye. I'm going back up. All right, guys, I'm going to have to get down and get back up because she's not getting up right now, so she's going to be whimpering at the side of the bed. It's nice to see you. Hey, Amanda, Mickey, Shell, Melanie. I'm in my pajamas still. I had a horrible night. This cold weather, oh my God, it kills my back. It hurts. I don't know what it is about it. It just hurts my bones. It really does. I was wearing sweatpants last night. Like, I have the house at like 74. I keep the heat on at 74 here, and I still hurt. Do you want up? We're live, but if you're gonna stand there, do you want up on the bed? She wants up on the bed. And then when I get down, she likes to run under the bed. It's a little game she likes to play with me first thing in the morning after she has her milk. And since she got her milk a little late, stay. Aw, there you are. Aw, say hi to everybody. Don't forget to say hi. Did you say hi to everybody? Did you say hi? Did you say hi to everybody? Oh. Delilah's nice and energized this morning. Hi, Tweepy. Don't forget to say hi to everybody. Say hi, guys. I'm here. I'm full of energy. So I was on the phone this morning, and this is I got this. Isn't that the cutest? It comes with a little piglet too. There's one just like this, but it's a piglet. She loves this thing. She loves this thing. And one of our audience members, and it's been so long now. Where the heck is it? What'd you do with the raccoon? Oh, here's raccoon. This came in a package of 3. She absolutely loves these things. These things, she absolutely loves them. I don't know what I think it's because they're thin or like her little mouth is small, so this little flat stuff. And this is her favorite. I ended up, she lost her first one, so I had to buy another one. I remember where the original one of this came from, and this is her other toy. Whatever. Good morning, everyone. I decided to come on this channel just because I was checking it out and I realized I forgot to drop my update on the band. And so I went ahead and updated the band, and I'm like, well, I haven't come live over here for a while. So she's active, guys. She's active. It's nice to see you all. Look at you beautiful people. Where did I stop off at? I think it was Mickey, Shell, Melanie, Sadie, Phil, Meow, Scammy. It's nice to see you. The real me too. Hi, the real me too. It's nice to see you. Here, you can have her back. She's looking at me like she's ready to jump on me. Not you, her. Carol, it's nice to see you. Kitty, it's nice to see you. Too tired to play. Peggy, hello, guys. Hello. Tulips, good morning. Lady 7 Up. True Crime Junkie, good morning. She's literally... I'm a jungle gym. Oh, she's too cute. I gotta be honest with you. She didn't realize. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna end up blocking somebody while she's on my arm. So I decided to come over here because I just haven't talked to you guys in a while. And it's hard to do it on the other channel because everybody, they have oh, thank you, Lady 7 Up. They have expectations, of talking about Sebastian. We're going to be talking about Sebastian, but I really don't get an opportunity to speak to you guys. I know the bed is really tall, and I get worried because I can tell she's got some type of fear of heights because I don't know. She's cool in the hands, like when I'm holding her, but you can just tell by how she wraps her paws around me and holds on tight that she's kind of scared of the heights. And she's just a little girl, you know, but she's never been dropped, you know. She's never been dropped. So I don't know why. Now she's fallen off, but she hasn't fallen off things until recently. Like she was on the couch and she was on the armrest of the couch. And I don't know if she moved slightly wrong or what, but all of a sudden I just hear her trying to hold on as she's falling off the armrest. So, hey Stuffers, it's nice to see you. So, this is what I've noticed. And this is not to start off with, you know, drama or anything else, because I'm still trying to make way of why everything transpired the way it did, because let's face it, we all went to the Lore Lodge. Most of us, I know I did. I'm not going to lie about my motives for being there. I was, hey, Smiley's World, it's nice to see you. Hold on a second. There we go. This is my other channel. I got my, oh, that reminds me. Can I put something in chat? Why can't I put anything in chat? Where's my other phone? I'm going to put this in chat. Good morning. So, where was I going? I forgot where I was going. For the Lore Lodge, like I'm watching all this stuff back and forth on the Twitter, you know, and I see that SF finally blocked him. But what I don't understand is all of us were there. I know I was there for a you know, a bus accident at minimum, right? I was wanting full-fledged, you know, freight train smacking a concrete wall. I mean, that's really, I was ready for, like, you know, the wrestling match and the beatdown. You know? I'm not lying. Right? We all kind of were. And then when we got in there, we realized the tone was a lot more meek and mild. And it's like, okay, you know, this is okay. Maybe he's just trying to get some information, but I don't even think it was that. I just think he wanted, he had several questions that he absolutely wanted to make sure he asked. And he just wanted the man to talk, you know. I think he really did give him an opportunity to plead. I mean, think about it. A lot of people do not bode with anything that this unscrupulous PI has been saying or has created, like the documents he creates that's intentionally flawed, in my opinion. And so he gave him an opportunity to explain, you know, to just for him to not necessarily convince people, but just give him an opportunity to explain what he's done and how he's come to these conclusions, and just in my opinion. And he didn't really interrupt him. He didn't really challenge him. He took his word at face value on the show. And then literally within minutes, SF is like trashing the Lore Lodge. And then some people started sending the Lore Lodge receipts about certain conversations, especially when it came to the contract. Hey, Faye, Gigi, it's nice to see you. I hope you guys are doing well. Carol, happy birthday to your... Oh, Carol's daughter's birthday. Well, Carol's daughter's birthday, happy birthday. We wish you the best. We love birthdays around here. Right now, guys, I'm really sorry. We got a very much playful and awake puppy. It's 40 degrees here in Florida, and usually every day we go out back and we play ball. You know, that's the way she gets a lot of her energy out of herself. Well, it's been ultra cold, and my bones and nor can I handle the cold weather, so she's been in a lot. You know, I've been letting her go out to go potty, and that's about it. No playtime outside because it's just too darn cold. For me, you know, I'm sure she can handle it because she likes to sniff every blade of grass at 38-degree weather. So, you know, I'm not covered in fur. There we go. Maybe she'll understand that. Okay. Betty, I made snowballs. My dogs chased them. Aw. I keep wondering how Delilah would be in snow. Would she be excited? Would she be scared? You know, like I really don't know what she would be like in snow, but she's so, I don't know, she's like weird. She if something is weird, like she'll sniff around, she'll be kind of like reserved and stood back, but she'll be like, before she starts. Thanks. Oh, how could she be 37? Aw. Aw. It's hard to believe we grow up so quickly. I know my mom was here with both of her daughters yesterday, even including the youngest one, which is, not a baby girl anymore. I can tell, moms are always so proud, and so it still hurts their heart that you're growing up so quickly, even at 37, or in my case, 45. Hey, Gypsy, it's nice to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. We're kind of just having a morning. I forgot that I had a video on the channel that I forgot to. It was from days ago. Like, oh, thank you, Gypsy. It was from like days ago. Oh, I forgot to tell you, when we came back from lunch, Delilah she whimpered a little bit when we came back, but she didn't chew my mom or my sister out. She waited until they left, and then she only chewed me out slightly. I'm like, oh, you didn't yell at me as bad. So I think she's getting used to being here every now and again by herself. Hey, Michelle, Belinda, it's nice to see you. Matus? Is that Mattis? Is that Matus? I'm really bad with pronunciation sometimes, so if I said your name wrong, I'm truly sorry. If nobody knows who I am and is coming in and seeing me for the first time, I'm Bullhorn Betty, and every now and again I come live with bedhead, okay? In my pajamas, in your face, and saying it's okay to be in pajamas when you're freezing cold and you're not, you're not leaving the house. Veronica, it's nice to see you. She won't stay out long. They don't like the cold. They like the sun. Oh, yeah. But it doesn't matter. I feel so bad for her because she's got all this energy. She doesn't have like a sibling. So her and I, what's usually funny is when I'm out in the living room, if she hears the camera, sees me getting set up to go live, she'll just lay right next to me and she'll just get comfortable right then and there. No big deal. It could take me an hour to set up, but once she sees me pulling the lights out, she just settles right on down. But the minute she hears that outro from the computer, she's already off my lap. She's grabbing a toy. She's like, "Mommy, it's time to play. I was a good girl." It's so funny. It's the cutest thing in the world. I wish I keep thinking I need to set up some cameras around the house so you guys get. She is so funny. She really is. Some of the stuff she does. Hey, Stacy. Hopefully I said that right. Girl Lee, it's nice to see you. Good morning. We're just kind of hanging out. We're not really doing anything. We're going to be talking about like the Sebastian case, but this is my opportunity to kind of just hang out with you guys and just shoot the breeze. Wake up a little bit. I didn't sleep well last night. If anybody knows, I've got degenerate disc disease. I've got scoliosis in the lower part of my back, and I've had neck surgery from, Rex, and I've got scar tissue, which bother the shoulders. And so I've got a lot of, back ailments, bone ailments that this cold weather doesn't help, right? I don't even know if I'm getting a little bit of arthritis in I don't know. Like my back's pretty, not in the best of shape. It's not in the worst of shape in the world, but it's not like necessarily in the best of shape. And I can tell you that whole event that happened in August just kind of, I haven't been, my back hasn't been right. Just call you BBC. Well, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Hey, Devin. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good morning. Is Star Child in here? I miss Star Child. Hey, Star Child. It's nice to see you, love. It's nice to see you. We're just kind of hanging out for the folks that are coming by. But I really did think that I'm interested. You know, it's kind of funny. Has any of you guys signed up to Deception Detective on X? So I also follow. I don't know. You know, since this case, it's like, you know, I'm trying to find other people to help garner some new skills, new intel. You know, information from something that can help in the future, and just learning from them, because I always believe everybody, you're never too old to learn, right? Never close yourself off. Never think that you've had all the experiences, all the knowledge. You know, you can be the smartest person in the world and there's still new stuff to learn. So I always think that being open to learning and learning new stuff is, I think it keeps you lively. It keeps you young. You never know what's going to inspire you next, right? You might have an experience that completely changes the directory of your life. I know that's happened to a lot of people. I know it's happened to me. There's just one event in that just changes everything, and you go places you never thought you would be. So it's, you know, this thing called life is pretty interesting. I love to get to you. Are you a troll? I think you're kind of getting a little. We don't do all that here. This is kind of a family-friendly station. I'm just saying. This is kind of like a family-friendly station, and I'm a prude, so let's not go there. Let's be respectful. I don't want to have to block you, especially if you're new to this channel. Good morning, Gemini. It's nice to see you. Hey, Eeyore Blue, Aaron. 38. Oh, you're just over. Why did I know you were over the bridge? Why have we never met for lunch? Usually, if I'm that close to somebody that I love to take people to lunch. Oh, well, it probably has a lot to do here. If I found out anytime recently with my freaking car, good gracious! Oh, that reminds me. Holy smokes! I can't believe I forgot this, guys. Those of you that love this case, we're coming up for a year. Okay, it's probably time, if you haven't had an opportunity to meet Seth, you know, pray over him yourself. On March 1st, I know it's after, which I'm kind of glad for, because I think Seth needs that day for himself. But on March 1st, they're doing a vigil. It's going to be at, let me see if I might not have this on. Oh, the Real Me Too, you might have to put the information in the chat. I don't think I sent it to myself. I did not send it to myself, so I don't have it. But there's on March 1st at 2 p.m. in Hendersonville at the church, and I can't remember the church, and I said it to myself 3 times so I would not forget the church name. But it's going to be hi, Sweet Pea. She just wants to play. This poor little girl's been in the house for 2 solid days. She's ready to play, y'all. Aww. So March 1st, 2 p.m., Hendersonville, Tennessee. They're going to be having the 1-year milestone for and make it a prayer vigil for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. So March 1st, for those that need to take off work, make flight arrangements, make, you know, travel arrangements. You know, you've got plenty of time to start working toward that. For those that say that they want to come out and want to support, you know, whatever the case may be. This is going to be at a church, March 1st, 2 p.m., Hendersonville. I will make sure that you guys get the specific location. But for right now, it's going to be in Hendersonville. It's going to be right there. So if you want to start making your travel arrangements, go ahead and start making your travel arrangements, and going ahead and requesting whatever days you need off work around that time if you guys would like to attend. I expect this to be by far one of the largest prayer vigils we've had. So I anticipate a lot of you guys wanting to be there and wanting to make your plans a little early. So you make sure that there's plenty of hotel space in whatever the case may be, okay? Because even the people that are in Tennessee may choose to take hotel space because of the distance they're traveling. So now's the time to go ahead and start getting those. There it is. Candlelight prayer vigil, Saturday. I know it's at 2 p.m. I think when you copied it, it didn't copy right. Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Celebration of Life Church. Celebration of Life Church, 768 Forest Retreat Road in Hendersonville, Tennessee. There you guys have it. But now would be a great time. Read chat, BHB. I thought I was reading chat. Did I miss something? Hold on, let me keep going back up. Yeah. 24 here in Texas. I'll keep going down. Love your Yeah, I got my PJs last night for last night's show. We were having a pajama party. Well, not really a pajama party, but like it was 9 o'clock show. So I bought these. We knew that we were going to be doing the show from the office number 2 is what we call this place here. And so I bought new pajamas for that show. And so, I'm just waking up and getting coffee. So naturally, I'm still wearing the pajamas from that show. Oh, I'm loving the cold weather. It helps. Oh, that helps your pain. It hurts. My bones hurt in cold weather. If you're... Delilah, stop it. Delilah is raping my arm. Stop it. She's going through her heat thing, guys. So please don't mind my dog. That's the first for me. My heart breaks for Seth. I pray he gets answers. Thank you. No, it's not a celebration of life. It's more of a prayer vigil. Look at that sweet Delilah. You would have been blushing just a few seconds ago. I'm just saying. Perhaps ask Betty. Oh, we don't, I don't know, I'll just say that, no, I'm not even going to address that. 10 degrees in New Hampshire. Well, listen to this. I got to tell you guys a story. So my little sis just bought a brand new car. She's due a new car, right? So she just bought herself a brand new car, and she thought she was going to surprise my mom by coming down here, And in the Panhandle, her transmission on her brand new car went out. So she ended up having to get a rental and come the rest of the way here. But I feel so bad for her because she was so nervous about making this purchase because it was it was a big purchase for her. It's her first major adult purchase, and to have that experience, I feel so bad for her. But the good news is I did get to see her yesterday. Her and and Mom got to have the best time. I really thoroughly enjoyed. I get to see my mom, more than she does. So I was very, very happy to see her. And even though she's going through some issues with a brand new car, oh my gosh, I would not be happy. My sister is handling it like a champ. I got to be honest with you. She's handling it like a champ. Gina, look up for the church name. Karen just dropped it. Good morning, Stephanie. It's nice to see you. I'm still trying to read this. It was naughty. Yeah, meow. I'm still trying to find out what you were referring to. Delilah needs a parka. It can be out. Well, if we do have we do have warm stuff for her to wear, but to be honest with you, I want her to come in and go out and come in. I don't want to be because every time she lollygags, I start worrying about her. I got to be a hover mom, and it's too cold for my bones. It's just too cold. If you donate to her, we do have a GoFundMe going on. That's for my attorney. Oh, still talking about no, guys. Let's not worry about my love life. I've got a dog. All right, my doggy showers me with a lot of love. Um, Never been to Tennessee. It's beautiful. It's actually very beautiful in Tennessee. Mom of 3 girls. Somebody asked to take. Oh, okay, guys. I've answered. I don't do dates. People are saying naive things just to make everyone laugh and get attention and get someone. Oh yeah, that's okay. Well, let's change the topic. JP2, if the oh good gracious, people, I don't go anywhere. If you haven't noticed, I can't. Don't my car's not even functioning, not proper. So I'm the guy. If we can't get off the dating stuff, I'm going to have to start blocking people. So let's just move on. We're just kind of hanging out this morning, and my brain capacity doesn't have the capacity to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit. I got to be honest with you. I deal with enough of it. Oh, my heart goes out to your sister. I know. It sucks for her. But anyways, I got to see her. She's going to be going back. I think I need to go out and see her. I think she's starting to really miss family for some reason. For her to make a sneak trip home, I feel like she's really missing family after my mom just came back from visiting her. But at the end of the day, I just felt like getting back to the Sebastian and the whole Lore Lodge conversation. I just felt like Aiden just really did give him a platform, and he just kind of took that and threw it in his face. Well, and I think it's because people were already, I think he went back and reviewed the chat and realized people were already talking about some of the lies that happened, Those would be warm coats. I'm sorry I entertained it anyways. Love hearing about you and your family. Is Jules in the chat? Jules, help me. Jules, help me. Kids, do these things and learn how to hide it from the parents. What things? 8 degrees here, high forecast of 21. Oh, good gosh. Just hearing your guys' weather makes me hurt. Did you see we all got put on a spreadsheet? What spreadsheet? What spreadsheet? Tell me about this spreadsheet, Michelle. This would be interesting. Good morning, True. I hope you're doing well, love. We're drinking coffee. We're hanging out. We're not really doing a lot of anything but just shooting the breeze, chatting. I keep trying to direct it back to Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. Gypsy's like, I love spreadsheets. Give me a spreadsheet. Give me a spreadsheet. I'm staying warm. I've got my heat running. I've been running my heat at 74 degrees. Like, I step outside, it feels like a freaking frigid blast. All right, one's down. I think they need to look at the woods for retention by the retention pond area. Why do you think they need to look in the woods? I think that retention pond was thoroughly searched. I don't know why, but I just feel like because it really wasn't a secured area after law enforcement left, and it's an easy place for people to get into just to poke around without anybody knowing. So I feel like the whole area around that pond has been thoroughly searched by law enforcement as well as looky-loos. Betty, do you ever shower, change? Have a great day. Good gracious. You guys wake up on such a nasty side of the bed. I wish you guys would just, be a little more creative. Yes, of course I do. We are having If I want to come from my bed, I'm coming from my bed, right? If I'm going to go live, I'm going to go wherever the heck I want to. If you notice, it says Bullhorn Betty, Bullhorn Betty, Bullhorn Betty. It's my life. It's my lives. It's anything I want it to be. If I want to sit here in my pajamas, I'm going to sit here in my pajamas. If I wanted to go live from a pool, I'm going live from a pool. If I want to go live from Alaska, I'm going to go live from Alaska. If I want to go live from Alaska, sitting on the freaking ice in a freaking bathing suit, guess what? I'm going to go live from Alaska on ice, sitting in a bathing suit. I do whatever the hell I want to do, and I enjoy my life. Thank you so much. I really wonder what about that construction site. The construction site has bothered me, Madhu. I have to be honest with you, because there's so many different types of receptacles that you can throw something away at. You know, they have huge dumpsters. You know, you're talking about a huge, construction site in and of itself, with a lot of nooks and crannies. I mean, the construction site, in all fairness, it does worry me. But I also believe there must have been people poking their heads around there too, because we had a little bit of action over there. I think there was 2 separate incidents, one being a bone that they found. But I mean, in all fairness, that it was obvious it was not from our time. There's like a historic cemetery across the street, and apparently it had flooded or something, and I guess one of the bones came from the cemetery, but people were cognizant of the situation to even be looking for the bone, is in my opinion, but I don't know. Mom of 3 girls said Lore Lodge gave SF the benefit of the doubt and got played. I don't know if Lore Lodge got played, in all fairness. I think Lore Lodge was smart enough going into it, giving him the benefit of the doubt, yes. But being played, no. I think kind of like me, when I'm dealing with difficult people, I have, a plan A, a plan B, and in some cases a plan C, just in case, something ain't going right, or, if things are going to remain chill, we'll just continue down this path. If they start heating things up, then we'll go down this path. You kind of have a plan. You never go into an interview unprepared. And Aiden with the Lore Lodge seems the least likely unprepared interviewer, in my opinion. I don't see him ever going into an interview unprepared. So I think if he's anything like the way I would have looked at a situation like this, I'd have to think that he had several paths forward, and he knew what his paths forward were before he ever got in there. But yes, I do believe he gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I think he was very thankful throughout the entire interview. He gave him a benefit of the doubt, but what he wasn't prepared for was the real SF to stand up and to do that so quickly after the interview. So, can I help Maud here? If you want to help Maud, this is. Oh shit! I ended up hiding you. Oh my gosh, Jesus, jeez, oh Pete, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Unhide. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong damn button. There you go. Oh, there you go, love. There you go. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to block you. I tell you guys, don't get offended if you guys accidentally get blocked, okay? Because I do it. I don't mean to do it, but it's just, I'm working on a phone here. Most of us are, right? Most of us are. Where was I? Poor Veronica. Veronica's like, well, screw you. Good morning. My fave was when you name all the Bettys, like, oh yeah, my machete Betty, my bedhead Betty, cooking Betty, jailhouse Betty. What is the other one? I gotta start writing them down. I forget all the names of the Bettys because we're not using as many Bettys anymore. Lord Lodge gave SF. Okay, that's where we were. Perfect. Okay, there's where I kind of kicked Veronica out. Sorry about that, love. Hell yeah, with the penguins. Exactly. If they don't like it, then they can leave. Exactly. Are you kidding me? I do what makes me happy, not what makes everybody else happy. In my own personal life, just FYI. I just cannot with those folks who cannot leave Ish alone. Love the block button, yeah. You tell them, miserable asses, right? I think you look lovely. I love my new pajamas. For all those that want to know where I got these, I got them from TJ Maxx yesterday. And I bought them specifically for our pajama show. Because they're long-legged. I thought it was long-sleeved until I got it out. It was kind of, I should have checked that a little better. For whatever reason, I thought it was long pants, long sleeve. And then I think it was the one next to it. I think I grabbed the wrong one. Either way, I'm fine with it. I like that. This is the style they had, and I wanted the Hello Kitty. So it was a choice. It was choices. The fact SF now thinks Sebastian is buried under rubble means he's nowhere near there. Every theory SF has means we need to look at in the complete opposite. I agree with that. I can't wait. It seems like the deception detective seems interested in doing an analysis of his interview. So I'm really trying to hold out reservation and assessment because I'd like to see, because I've already told you guys, I think there was a lot of deception. He stumbled a lot, and that's, I just don't see. Let me put this in perspective from my point of view and why I feel the way I feel. He's allegedly this awesome private investigator, right? That's what he wants people to believe. And if you don't believe that, he will try to destroy you. You're crazy, you're unhinged, you're whatever, right? But when you're listening to him talk about the case, he has nothing. He has no knowledge of even the basics when it comes to Sebastian, the subject, the person he says he's working for. He doesn't even have the basic understanding of who Sebastian is as a person. I would think that he would have that down pat as an investigator working for that person. I would expect my private investigator, if they're working for me, to be very fluent of who I am as a person if they're working for me. If they have no clue who I am as a person when they are employed to know everything about this, that, or the other, especially in a criminal investigation, I feel that is not professional, because most people would have a victimology, they would have a whole bunch of other stuff that they've already got and would be able to answer some of the basic questions about this child and about where he could possibly be. He's talking about not having any indication that there's foul play in this case, yet in his own words says he has a computer that he plugs information in that's super accurate. His words, super accurate or ultra accurate or whatever. Accurate is his words. And he cannot find this child in that very accurate program. Would that not imply foul play? And when you learn about the victim, in this case was Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, in my opinion, I would think that you would want to know who your victim is, because it tells you behaviors of that victim. And he's looking in all of the places that behavior would not take him to. So that almost implies to me that he is well suited in knowing that there is foul play involved. So why would he be standing up and saying he doesn't believe it? Because if he had to believe it, then he would have to look at that child and know the behavior of the child and who is in the sphere of influence of that child. And when you go to that direction, that's when the tables turn and you're looking square at mom and stepdad, where he does not want to go. Why? Why is a $15,000 retainer investigator not entertaining the elephant in the room? He will not even entertain the possibility of his clients being responsible. And if he's not going to even entertain that, then he's already biased going out there, because everything is going to be in the direct opposite of where the information and leads are leading. So, in my opinion, for him to get those views of the camera so far off, it was nothing short of intentionally doing that. Those reports he prepared, he intentionally wrote them inaccurately. Because when you're out there and you look at that lights video, as dark as that lights video is, the minute you show up, you know exactly where that camera is pointing. You know that house right there next to Proudfoot's were the ones with the lights. We identified that literally. Go back through the videos. Go back to, I think it was March 16th. We're talking about that. That is a time when I was debunking all the BS in this case, because they had that ruckus video, and I was able to quickly establish that ruckus video was nothing more than trees obscuring the view because the lights came from inside of the garage. Okay, the only way you're going to get people outside of that garage on images with the lights is if they were in between the light source and the garage. If the garage light source was the garage, you have none of that. So it was very clear to me almost immediately when watching it, it was trees. The other big indicator is, yeah, you saw something moving, but it kept moving in the same damn place over and over and over again. Another telltale sign that it was trees or bushes that were causing that movement or that appearance of movement on the shadow. So for him to have that angle so widely off and to cut out the entire Proudfoot home and that entire common area was intentional. Nick Barris never thought that it wasn't recorded in that area. When I went out, I didn't have to do huge calculations and all this number, 18 degrees, 75 degrees feel. That was only stuff to make you feel stupid and to believe him. And I go out there, I prop my 9-foot tripod up, I get the shot without having to do all those calculations, and we see from that Pinchot, whatever, the 3D rendering, and between me and this $15,000 PI, retainer PI, my work is more accurate and I didn't charge a person a damn dime? I have a problem with that. Why is he intentionally fluffing reports? Laura Lodge looks like a fool allowing SF to lie when no, I don't think he does. Just like me, I honestly believe, that he didn't want to be confrontational. He intentionally went out of his way not to be confrontational. I think, that was his plan B in case SF did try to, flip the script like he did. I think his strategy, Laura Lodge's strategy, in all fairness, was very effective. I think it made SF look like a piece of, all by himself without him having to confront him on anything, quite frankly. I think that in of itself is a pretty big and significant silver lining. Laura Lodge didn't get played, in my opinion. That's it, Pamela. That's how I feel too. A deception detective is needed to review. I think he is, because that's what I was getting. Oh, I got off on a tangent. I forgot to get back. Let me get myself back in between my bumpers. If you guys haven't, go on X, because Deception Detective also has an X account. And if you read his X account, he's put out some innuendos, okay? I don't know. I guess that's what you would say, because ever since, because he was in there in the Lore Lodge watching this interview, but some of the comments that he's had on his Twitter page without calling anybody out by name is pretty interesting. So I actually believe that the deceptive detective is going to review that interview, and I'm very interested in it, because I like even his past history about how he got into this PI work, in my opinion, was not truthful. None of it. I think that there was the only thing that was saturated in fact was the aviation aspect of it. I don't think any of that other stuff is true. I don't think he worked for the prosecution's office. I don't think that they were looking for missing people. I think it was much different than what he said it was. I really, really, really do, because he stumbled so much in that area. And I go back to even when I wasn't good at you know, I mean, I've been decent at public speaking, you know, for a little while, but not in really true crime or having cameras stuck in your face with, you know, microphones and stuff like that, like I have in the true crime community. But even when I am not very good at speaking and somebody asks me how I got into this, I don't stumble on my words. You know, I don't stumble on my words. Even if I got a little long-winded or took a longer route to get to where I was going, I don't stumble on my words, and I don't use fragmented sentences. So that was, you know, I didn't even realize fragmented sentences or what it's called. I used to call it word salad, when they abruptly stop in the middle and try to fluff it before they say it, you know. So different terminologies used for the same thing. I wonder why put all of the other panels SF went on. He complained about because he knew Lore Lodge is not a dummy. These other, like I tell you guys, these hate channels, they're idiots with microphones. That's it. They have no knowledge of anything. They have no education. You know, they're too busy trying to be OGs and pimps and slinging dope and, you know, acting like that, you know, and hurting their own family members. You know, it's just, he's able to get a lot more over on them than people with brains that can think and do actual research instead of just hate bonding. You know, I think that's the difference. He knew that he was dealing with somebody that was well educated and very smart and has done a lot of these cases and has been involved with a lot of different cases. So I think there was a difference. You know, on the other channels, all they unite is we hate Betty, right? They're the Soviet Union over there. I should say frickin' Nazi Germany. He let SF lie and didn't combat with lies with truth. SF went on Twitter and attacked him. Whatever his motives were, Lore ended up being bitten. I think it was intentional. I really do. I don't think he expected to be blocked by SF. You know, all he did was ask for receipts related to the pedo allegations, which, in all fairness, I mean, if you're going to make those types of allegations, you should have some pretty strong evidence, especially if the victim's your client. Like, you should have notes, you should have a lot, and in his response to these horrible allegations to a man he doesn't know is, I know there's got to be evidence out there. That is not enough to accuse somebody with those types of allegations. You should have strong fact with the victim being your client. DD is going to review the mistakes. They had a plan, in my opinion. Gotcha. Did I? Oh, there's Veronica. I was like, did you run off? Did I? Aiden's degree is as a historian. I'm sure he went into that interview knowing SS history, what part SF played in. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, even when I was talking to my sister yesterday, about the documentary I'm doing for um, John Benet Ramsey. One of the things she says is she's like, your timeline must be ridiculous, which it is. Um, and I'd have to think with him being a professional and educated historian, it's much like the same. I'm pretty sure he had a timeline of a lot of different things that SF was probably unaware of, possibly, potentially, But I just don't see, just in my personal opinion, I don't know Aiden, but I've watched him and exhibited his behaviors enough to know that I don't see him being ignorant going into anything, I don't see that man being just my overall perception. Now, it may be true, it may be not true. I believe that he would probably be the person that would know if he was going to go shopping for a vehicle. He, to me, already knows what vehicle he's already looking for, already knows the range of price, and is already prepared to negotiate even lower than that before he even walks onto any dealership. Like, that's how knowledgeable I think he is on every aspect of his life, just because of his past related to him being a historian, and just how detailed he is when he's discussing these cases. I've got a baseline on him. It just seems like that now. I may be wrong about that, about the car thing, but I feel like I'm spot on about that. I don't know why, but I feel like I am spot on about that related to his behavior. But only he would be able to answer. Maybe you should ask him. Maybe you should ask him. Say, Betty analyzed you, and she says you probably already knew what vehicle you were going to pick up before you walked onto the lot. Already knew you were going to negotiate below the lowest price you've researched. I don't know. I got that from him. I don't believe KP told him about Sebastian hiding under the car and running away, because you know what? There's something that Seth said one time, and I don't know if he said it to me privately or if he said it publicly. I think he said it publicly, so I'm hoping I'm not violating privacy. But there was something that, he did say it publicly. I'm now seeing it where he said it publicly. So I truly believe that what Seth said is the only way his son would have left the home without his shoes is if he was running for his life or there was a major emergency. So those other cases that nobody knows about makes me wonder, did he run and hide under that car because he was scared? Because that seems like to be the only, everything that we've learned to be the only probability of that, and why they would never acknowledge he was under another car, because then that would acknowledge that he was in fear to run out of that house. I mean, we don't know that. That's just an assessment. It's a theory. It doesn't mean it happened. I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. Do private investigators normally do YouTube interviews in the middle of it? No, they don't. And that's what's so funny, because everybody's like, why doesn't Seth's private investigator come here and show reports? Because she truly is a private investigator, and she understands the integrity of the investigation, and she ain't dealing with a bunch of freaking YouTubers. Her reports go directly to the law enforcement body. Her reports go directly to the FBI or TBI or Sumner County. They are not for public disclosure. Why? Because she's a private investigator. She understands the word private and what that stands for. This case, I truly believe if it wasn't for Seth, this case would not be moving forward like it is. And that's to him and his team. That's to him and his team. Jenny, what receipts are you looking for? There's a few there's a lot of receipts. Lots of them. Instead of just being honest, SF is always trying to think of the best lie before speaking. Chronic liar. I'm telling you, you got two peas in a pod with Chris and Steve. Two peas in a pod. Don't you guys find it funny that SF has no friends? Every person that we've known that he's even collaborated with publicly, their relationship has fizzled very shortly thereafter. Isn't it funny about that? I mean, look at him and Chloe. I mean, there's a lot more there than many people know, but I'm just saying. SF answers or non-answers to Aiden's questions for me were like circling the drain. My head, I'm telling you, my head was throbbing. I couldn't deal with it. I remember finally just putting my cap locks on my freaking computer and like, finish the fucking sentence. Excuse my language, Sonia. Finish it. Just finish can he finish a damn sentence? Can he finish a damn sentence? Finish the flipping sentence. Like, I mean, it was, my head was physically hurting. And I think that that's because he is so used to confusing people, confusing the crap out of people. That's his gift, right? That's his gift. That's his gift with the clients he gets. That's his gift with, the public. It's this just confuse the shit out of them until they don't know which way's up or down. But I think we all saw him in raw form, in real color. And he was boozing it up before that interview. Boozing it up. What is wrong with that team? Cannot one person be sober? I've just never seen so unprofessional work before. And then damn us for saying it's unprofessional. It's not easy to get into college where he's at. He's extremely intelligent. I think that's why I hope he was going to have some pushback with SF. Yeah, like I said, I was looking for the freight train at minimum, the bus accident, but that wasn't what we got. And and as soon as I started seeing his demeanor, my brain was already, chugging along, trying to figure what angle Aiden was going at. And that was the best assessment and assumption I could make. And again, it is my assumption. But I believe that Aiden really was trying to show them that they could have debate the issues and not the people platform. But I do believe it was two-pronged, because I do believe it was for another interview or to try to, maybe show that he could have discourse and remain respectful in an effort to elicit maybe Chris or Katie onto his show at some point in the future. I think that really was his angle. I think he really wanted to speak to all parties involved in this case and just be able to ask his questions and get those questions answered right from the horse's mouth. I truly believe that was an angle, because let's face it, he just had SF on. He was talking about having Tony and Seth on at a later date, right? So I felt like the next reasonable step would be trying to get the mom and stepdad on as well, right? And that would have almost been perfect if set up right, because you've got the PI, then you've got the dad and his spokesperson on, and then the people that can finally, sew everything up, or, at least hear everybody else's statements and make any corrections and everything. And the last set of interviews would be the mom and stepdad to kind of, so if they did need to defend themselves or address any of the other statements, they would have been. So I kind of, like, I saw this, like, this plan, it appeared to be out, that's kind of the most reasonable for my brain. That's kind of how I kind of saw it, and why I think he did what he did. But again, that's a lot of theorizing on my part. Maybe he just didn't want to argue with him. Maybe he just realized the guy was doing so much horrible speaking, he just wanted to let him, take his own ship. I don't know. Again, this is just, I don't have the Lore Lodge's brain. I don't know what he was thinking. I can only just look at the behaviors and see if maybe that might make sense to why it happened the way it did. When SF says stuff about Seth, he's trying to deflect attention from Chris. abuse of Sebastian. I truly believe so. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Good morning. Oh, hey, honey dip. Oh, that reminds me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. But the neighborhood said he didn't that day. But the neighborhood said he didn't that day. The neighborhood said he didn't what that day? I don't understand, Veronica, because it's kind of like I think you were talking to somebody else, but when I get down to it, I'm not paying. I didn't quite. It didn't click in my brain. Hey, Lisa. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Love that. I know. I do too. I love these pajamas. I love them. Where is the receipts, Rod? What did Rod say? He was hiding from Chris. Where are the receipts? That's an opinion, dear. Let's start figuring out what's opinion. People are entitled to their opinions without receipts, right? I mean, I'm the one that has to produce the receipts, and somebody was in. Listen to this. Somebody was in last night, and I said receipts, please, because they said something about Nick, and I don't like that. You know, I have high respect for Nick, the hat. You know, I really do. I have a lot of high respect for him. And it really upsets me when somebody says something to him, especially everything he's been going through. So I'm like, I need receipts for that. And like, receipts like you produce. I'm like, these people are idiots. Have you not been to my channel? Like, if I say something, I'm showing you exactly why I'm saying what I'm saying, usually by the parent or their stupid asshats that they got representing them. And I usually have all of their information and then all of my research that you guys actually preview. What planet are these people on? When have I ever just come out and said, oh, I think this? I said, I think they did something to their child and Chris is helping cover it up, whatever that may be, right? Whether it's a child abduction or custodial interference, all the way to something nefarious. And here is why, right? And I show you guys, he left the house with no shoes, no jacket. He doesn't like the dirt. Why are they looking in the woods? I start showing you all these interview pieces where the parents are saying it themselves. We made a list of why he would leave and all the reasons why he would not leave, all on his own. What receipts are they not seeing? Unless they're too stupid and got no common sense upstairs to not understand that those are the receipts. I was like, this you know, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Nothing just pops right out of my mouth. I usually show you guys everything, even when I'm sitting here. What do I have right here? Another phone. Why? So when I talk about something, I can show you the receipt. Just like, you know, who needs friends when you got a ton of money? Yeah, well, that's another thing. There was another comment saying something about Aiden and money and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, or something, grifting, or I think it was about Jennifer Coffindaffer going on Mob Squad. That's what it was. And he said something about, you know, to collect money. And I'm thinking, from the person that charges desperate families of $15,000 retainers that he hunts for, that he goes out and reaches out to for employment? Is that Yahoo's the one that's saying that they're over there because they're talking and people give them super chats and super stickers to ask them questions and other things, that's a grift? But going to a family that's at their absolute worst and desperate, telling them to pay you, hand you over a retainer of $15,000? You done lost me at $15,000. You know, it's like, you know, a corner ho-ho, right? That's worth $40 trying to turn a trick for $1,000, right? That's what that man reminds me of. He reminds me of like the streetwalker ghetto trash trying to get $1,000 for a BJ. Get the hell out of here with that. Sorry, not sorry. SF blocked Aiden, I know. Tell him it's a badge of honor. It means you had intelligence. He only blocks the people with intelligence, okay? They aren't used to that. Oh, good gracious. I hope in the shadows. Yeah, if I only go so long with nonsense. I can't do it. It hurts my head. It hurts my head. Tara, let's go up to Tara. Ashhole. Okay, who's Tara? Oh, I guess the real me too. So we can have an opportunity without the receipts to say that Seth is guilty as sin? No, I think, well, no, because to be honest with you, we have actual receipts that dispute that, right? We have, so for Tara, we have the polygraph test that Chris and Katie won't publicize, remember? Those pieces of shit. We've got no alibi for either one of them, but Seth has produced his work records and he's taken a public polygraph test. So you can have the opinion all day long that Seth looks guilty as sin, but I'm going to say you're blind as a bat and a fucking idiot. You know, that's my opinion. And I can prove that with receipts, not just my opinion. Have a great day. Direct me to his boss, prove me. You can go through for Tara. You can no, don't delete. I'm gonna block her, so she's not in here because she's driving me nuts. You can go right to my community page, and you can see the email I got. I redacted it, but I can tell you I got it. I don't play around with bullshit. And if you don't want to believe with your own eyes, you know, kick rocks. I don't know what to tell you. You're too stupid for this channel. You know. We like people with common sense and know how to read actual public records. But if you're too stupid to do your own research and just go through my community my community tab, I got no time for you. Have a great day. Do your own research. Quit doing it the easy way and demanding people to provide you their receipts. Go get yours. CP said he brings the proof but hasn't seen it. I know. And he's like, yeah, we bring the proof. I'm like, huh? I'm like, what proof? What proof has he provided? He hasn't provided his work record. He hasn't provided his alibi. He hasn't told us where he was staying. He hasn't searched for this kid until 10 months later. What proof? All we want to know is where the hell you were between midnight and 6 a.m. That's all we want to know. Right? We'll never hear from him. Never, ever, ever. He ain't telling. But he brings the proof. Right. You actually have to say, proof is actually like tangible. It's not something you speak out of your mouth. Seth is the only parent planning vigils, doing streams on his son, uploading pictures and videos of his son online every day in chat, supporting creators, talking about his son. Amen to that. Amen to that. Yeah, but I don't really deal with, you know, that Tara girl, obviously, you know, at this point, 10 months in, if she hasn't figured it out yet, she doesn't want to figure it out. There's enough evidence of Seth's alibi. There's more documentation available to the public for Seth's alibi than Katie or Chris's. Katie's alibi is I was sleeping. Where's the receipts for that? All I gotta say is thank God Seth worked overnight inside a jail. Can you imagine this man's life if he was home sleeping like the rest of them? He literally has a freaking public alibi that nobody can dispute, and you still got some idiots out here trying to manufacture and make up stuff in their head to justify their actions to this innocent father. Like I said, you can't fix stupid, but you know what you can do? You can expose it to everybody to see. And you can just show that there are really people that dumb out there. You know, what do? You pray for them, right? The A's out here say Seth makes his own time. They've never dealt with government bureaucracy either. I have. Trust me. They don't do their own nothing. They don't do their own nothing. They can't. I mean, you're talking about jails and stuff like that. You can't. There is very strict protocols for especially people inside detention centers. Strict, very, very strict protocols. Like, anybody that thinks otherwise is an idiot. But again, we deal with a lot of idiots on here. We deal with a lot of people that have unchecked mental illness. Veronica B. True Crime says that stuff blocked me. It's a badge of honor. That means you had common sense. You had common sense and probably facts on your side. Yeah, you know what I noticed is that, as you know, the unscrupulous PI was pepper on X all day, every day, on X all day, every single day, X, throwing shade, throwing misinformation, throwing distractions, da. And then the closer he got, well, as soon as he realized he was going to have to show up on the Lore Lodge's show, he went down to posting one or none post on almost on a daily basis. And then after that, everything that he's been posting has been pretty much debunked, even to that one post that he posted about bringing that girl home from the hospital. That blew up in his face because he lied about that again. And he's been claiming, and I've been saying this for 3 years, he's claiming people he never found as him finding them. Just because he looked for them and they eventually became found doesn't mean he's the one that found them. And because he allegedly covered the case, he's taken it for a check in his win column when it had nothing to do with him. And I've said that for years, and everybody kept trying to say I'm the biggest liar in the world. Well, there's proof right there that what I was saying all this time is true. Got to go to the doctors. Bye, Lori. Have a great doctor appointment. I hope everything's well. It is unchecked mental illness. We have no problem with mental illness here. We like people to be, if they have some issues, to follow doctor's instructions to make them better healthy, right? To make them a lot healthier. So I think the problem here is that on that side of the tracks, in all fairness, they're too busy self-medicating that they're not properly medicating, and they're all over the place. God, I mean, look at the team that they've assembled. You've got the unscrupulous PI that appears to be a drunk. You've got one of their searchers in the woods sniffing crap up their nose. You got these horrible other people that have, stalking and other things that they're going to have to be addressing here shortly. And you, I mean, how is that a business card of professionality, or, professionalism, or any type of somebody you would want to work with? I mean, I just don't understand how they can't see what the rest of us are seeing. Didn't he do that with Kylie? Yes. Yeah. And his thing is when he's jammed up, he lies about people and he throws a temper tantrum, much like he did the Lore Lodge. Look at the Lore Lodge. I mean, even mom of 3, right? She thought he went way too soft on her. She's angry with Lore Lodge for being too soft on him, right? I mean, that is it, right? I'm not putting words. I don't disagree, but she's upset that he was too soft on her. What does SF have to bitch about the Lore Lodge when everybody says that the Lore Lodge didn't even dance? He didn't even do the sidestep, nothing. Right? Everyone else has mental illness that you don't understand. Well, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be here. Why do you feel the need to come in here and express your opinion to me? And you guys are more concerned about me being out on a $20,000 bond, but not concerned about somebody lying under oath to get that $20,000 bond, right? What are you going to do when this is all thrown out? Are you going to lose your fucking mind? Are you going to apologize? Probably not. I hope you go over there and help and still stand by those felons. The ones that like to make bruises around children's necks and shit like that. I'm sure that's more important for you. Support them. Support them as they abuse their children. That's really good. Really good. Love it. But you're worried about my 20,000. Got it. I'd be worried about children. That's what I'd be worried about. Just saying. I can tell you that's one of the $20,000 I'll hold my head very, very high for. Very, very high. Because you know damn well I've never threatened anybody. Small town girl, right? You know that. You know I've never threatened anybody. You know why? Because you've been following me for years. And I don't condone violence. And you know that. But you're okay with people falsifying documents and lying under oath. You make me sick. I hope you stub your toe today. What can I say? And when you do, I want you to know that comes right from Bullhorn Betty and this thing called karma. So very true. Yep. I believe all three parents are innocent. Well, Jenny, I wish I had that same mind thought. I really do, but I just don't, unfortunately. I'm glad you can see something in two people that I just don't. Unfortunately, we do have a decent batting average on this channel, and that's what's worrisome for me, you know. And when I look at the facts of this case, much like Summer Wells, it bothers me quite a bit, you know. You know who does threaten people? Someone who goes to court tomorrow for threatening to attack their ex. Thank you, mom of three girls. Exactly. That's who threatens people. Laura Lodge stepped into it with SF. It was beneath them to do it, in my opinion. Now they're entangled with those crazies. Yeah, and not only that, but look at all the stress this has probably brought in. That's why I say just stay the fuck up. Excuse my language. Just stay away from the hate channels. There's nothing good that comes of it. Those people are freaking criminals. In all fairness, they're criminals. They're drug dealers. They're probably getting paid through their chats. You know why they have so many super chats and super stickers? They're probably laundering money for their drug ordeals. Have you guys ever thought about that? Who needs 1,000 members? Who would ever buy somebody 1,000 members if it's not a payment of some sort? Think about it. We're not stupid over here. I can tell you that. And neither is a lot of other people, too. Yeah, exactly, Smiley Story. That's exactly what I think it is. And these people are too stupid, and they don't even know what they're supporting. All they're doing is supporting hate. They deserve everything they get, you know? So, for your customer. Gypsy always has my back, I gotta tell you. I'm trying over here. It's hard, you know, it's hard. I'm sorry. And I try because I know I have people like Sonia in here, and I love her. You guys know I love her, and I highly respect her, and I try to make sure she doesn't have to pray after she gets off the Bullhorn Betty channel, you know. And, you know, we got like Turkey Man, which truly is a preacher, right? He has a church. And so I try. Lord knows I try. But you know what? Some days it falls out quicker than I can shovel it back in. I have to be honest with you, you know? And I'm okay with that. I just apologize and move on. I just apologize and move on. Oh. A true journalist is completely unbiased. No, that's not true. Are you kidding me? You don't know shit about journalism then. That's absolutely not true. Absolutely untrue. Mm-mm. Absolutely untrue. Because if that was the case, then what would be the purpose of commentators, which is a form of journalism, right? So what about gonzo journalism? You are absolutely incorrect. I don't know where you heard that, but you know that, in my opinion, is a very uneducated statement. There's a lot of different forms of journalism. There's a lot of different forms of press and media. Okay? I say it like it is. I'm not biased or unbiased. I just say it like it is. I look into things. When facts come out, yeah, I say what I think is absolutely on my mind, and if you don't like it, oh well. Oh well. It's my thought, it's my work, it's my money that goes out there. Right? It's my time. So when I do my work, I do whatever the hell I want to do. I say whatever the hell I want to say, and I build a platform, multiple platforms that are doing just fine on just about every single social media platform. I'm perfectly fine to say whatever the heck I want, and people obviously come to me for my opinion. Just saying. If that upsets you, maybe go out there and make your own platforms and speak the way you want to speak. Because to me, for somebody to sit here and in one breath say, when we're talking about one case where a woman disappears under the boyfriend's watch, and they just know the boyfriend did it, but when we have a same exact situation, except the people are a son and a mom, and all of a sudden their theories change, it doesn't seem like it's me that's biased. It seems like those people that refuse to see the obvious are the ones that are biased. So you can look at it the way you want to look at it, honey. Not my problem. It's your opinion. But this is my channel, so my opinion's always right. Just to poke the bear a little bit. I'd love to see how these loonies act in public. Oh, I can guarantee they don't act like this. I can guarantee they don't act like this, because their own mamas would probably backhand them at 45 years old. Trust me, if I acted like them, they act like my mom. My mom would come over here with her belt and bend me over her knees if I acted like these hotheads. We brainstorm with Betty, in my opinion. Yeah, you know, we talk about a lot of stuff. We go through a lot of stuff. So, anyways. All right, guys. Well, I love you. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. It's already 10 o'clock. I don't know when I'm going to go live on the main channel. I'm still kind of trying to thaw my bones this morning. So we'll see. I don't know what's up for today. I've got paperwork that I've got to get finalized and drafted, because I've got to get it filed. So I might just take the day off in part, but we'll see. I'd probably say at least about maybe 3:30 or 4 at the latest I'll be live today. I might do a live or a video between now and then. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I love you. God bless you. Yeah, don't forget to hit. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I appreciate everything, guys. We'll see you guys on the flip side later this afternoon. God bless you.